Live from WFSB, Connecticut's #1 local news, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 7.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. It is 7 o'clock. I'm Nicole Nalepa. It could be a bit wet out at the bus stop this morning, so we're going to start you off with a check on your forecast. A lot of kids heading back to school today. Melissa, how's it looking?
Yeah. Showers in our forecast for the day today, so be prepared for that. And of course, we welcomed in September yesterday, so let's take a look at some of the daily averages. Now, we started out the month yesterday of 80 degrees as our typical daytime high. It's also the first day of meteorological fall, and our typical low on the first day of the month is 58 degrees. But by the end of the month, we go down to 69 as the typical daytime high and 47 as the typical daytime low. Here's a look at our live early warning pinpoint Doppler. It is scanning around and picking up on some rain, especially in western Connecticut. So be prepared for that as you head off to work and school this morning. It's especially heavy coming down Route 7, heading towards 84. Temperatures, well, we're in the 60s right now. Dew points also in the 60s, but those dew points are going to be climbing up into the 70-degree range later tonight and tomorrow, and that's going to add a tropical stickiness to the air. Our iCam in Torrington shows the low clouds, the drizzle and fog. Same thing with our iCam in Windsor Locks, where it is 63 degrees. We've got a warm front on the way, and that's the reason for these showers, and you can see them picking up in intensity and coverage across the area. So that's what we're going to be dealing with off and on this morning and through the midday hours today, and then a cold front later on tonight will bring us another round of some showers and thunderstorms. So let's zoom on in here, Futurecast, and show you what's going on by noontime. Still showery out there, some downpours, but by 2, 3, 4 o'clock, we'll start to wind things down and get a little break in the action, and a few more showers or rumbles of thunder possible overnight into early tomorrow morning. But tomorrow looks like a pretty decent day. We'll see a mix of sunshine and clouds, and it's going to be hot and humid. Now, we do have two tropical storms out there right now. We've got Nana and Omar. Let's start with Nana down heading towards Central America, Belize specifically. And you can see we may actually see Nana strengthen into a Category 1 hurricane before making landfall. Meanwhile, Omar will weaken over the coming days. And right now, the tropical storm is located off the eastern seaboard, winds around 40 miles an hour. It's moving quickly to the east-northeast, though, so no threat to land, thank goodness. High temperatures for today will top out in the 70s. It's going to be cloudy. It's going to be showery. The sun sets this evening at 7:22, but we won't see too much of that sunshine today. We'll be in the 60s and 70s overnight tonight. Tomorrow, hazy, hot, and humid with a late-day thunderstorm. Mid-80s at the shore, upper 80s inland. Friday, 85 degrees with dropping humidity, so a great beach day. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday are all looking good. Late Labor Day, there may be some showers and storms as a cold front approaches, but most of the holiday weekend looks fantastic, and Tuesday looks a bit unsettled with some showers and storms, and highs in the low 80s.
Connecticut's Back to School Authority is sponsored by Yale New Haven Children's Hospital, one of the best in the nation.
Channel 3 is your back to school authority, and all week long we've been focusing on how different districts throughout the state are welcoming students as they return to the classroom. Mercy High School has students returning from 49 different towns in Connecticut. The school has added extensive safety protocols, including arrows on the hallways, one-way stairways, locks on the water fountains, bigger classrooms, and secure outdoor spaces. Classes will also be live streamed to add flexibility. Students tell us they feel ready to head back to class.
When you come to school, there's a different energy and there's a routine of going to school, seeing smiling faces, and I'm just really excited to get back into the beginning of a real school year.
We didn't know how long we were going to be home for, and it ended up being a long time. So I think now I know to appreciate everything more and just take every moment and live in the moment.
The large majority of Mercy students are returning to the classroom today, but about 15% of kids are choosing the remote learning option. And now this morning, for the second time in the history of the Connecticut State Police Union, members issued a vote of no confidence against several state leaders. The final votes show nearly 97% of troopers do not have confidence in the leadership of Governor Lamont, as well as Commissioner James Ravella and Lieutenant Colonel John Eckersley. Now, this comes about 1 month after the governor signed a controversial police reform bill into law. Connecticut State Police Union Executive Director Andrew Matthews says an overwhelming majority of troopers voted the same way.
For the governor, predominantly, it was his lack of leadership when it came to the police accountability bill. There were some serious concerns.
We reached out to the governor's office, but he has no comment at this time. Turning now to the latest on the coronavirus here in Connecticut. Some lawmakers are pushing back against the governor's request to extend his emergency powers during the pandemic. Yesterday, Governor Lamont signed orders that would give him the authority to keep restrictions and safety measures in place through February. GOP leaders have written a letter, though, urging him to share power with the legislature. Democrats agree, and the governor believes that this will help. Democrats agree that this will help keep the state's infection rate down. Lawmakers will approve or reject the extension within the next 72 hours, so it's up to them. Starting today, the eviction process will start back up for some in Connecticut, and that's because Governor Lamont's executive order has expired for commercial properties. Evictions can also proceed for serious nuisance complaints and renters who had not paid before March 1st. Meanwhile, the White House has announced an unprecedented nationwide moratorium on rental evictions. The ban will be in effect through the end of this year and for those who qualify. But landlords can still hold renters responsible for any missed payments. And a quick reminder about our next 3 Cares Masks for School giveaway this week. It's happening tomorrow at the Price Right in Danbury from 9:30 to 12:30. And we'll be handing out 2 youth-size cotton masks per child on a first-come, first-served basis. These events are in collaboration with the Jewish Federation of Greater New Haven. Thanks so much for tuning in to Eyewitness News. We're halfway through the week. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime right on the Channel 3 app. Have a great day, everyone.